everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone, to all of my new subscribers and new family members. Hello y'all, and welcome of course to my tribe and family at large. Listen y'all, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Y'all know I love to always plug that Thursday night live stream. Listen, if you're ready to go from healing to wholeness to boldness, you don't want to miss that Thursday night live stream. This is where we really get into the meat of the matter. I think you should probably even check out the comments under the Thursday night live stream. I think that will even bless you. Amen. So I would love for you all, to join us 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We go live right here on the channel. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I really do believe it will bless your soul. And of course, every time we drop a video on the channel, the goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. Y'all know, if you're rocks with your girl, y'all hit that like button for your girl, okay? Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like. Y'all gonna hit the like button for me? All right, you know what I'm doing, right? I'm doing a rocks with your girl check. Okay. All right, y'all, let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to get right to it. Okay, so when the narcissist understands, okay, that you are never coming back, y'all, listen, this is when it gets really bad, because a narcissist does not ever want to think in a million years that they can't go back to a previous supply that they left with no closure, that the supply was grade A supply, or just whatever it is. They just don't want to ever feel like they can never come back. Okay, because for one, that damages that ego that they have going constantly. You know, the ego is very fragile, and it doesn't want to take bruises and injuries. So for them to understand that they could never come back to you, that's almost unthinkable to a narcissist, especially when they take great pride in being able to re-idealize previous supply. Okay, they take great pride in that. And not only that, you are at the top of the list once they get with the new supply of being able to re-idealize you. It gives them that confidence boost, that ego boost, that to know that, you know, they think they're all, you know, they think that they got it going on. They think that they're this and they're that, you know, that overinflated ego. Well, them being able to come back to you, it feeds into that, right? So it helps them to continue to, you know, with their game of manipulation with the new supply, even other supplies that they might have outside of the new supply. So what I'm saying basically is, if they know that they have the ability to come back to you, okay, then it continues to feed and fuel that false self that they have, because they know that they just have you on the shelf, and that when they come back, you're going to be willing to open the door. And so they're thinking that in the back of their minds, and the whole entire time. Now watch this. This is crazy right here. Watch this. In their sick, twisted minds, because they've left you like that with no closure, they know in their minds, this is what they're thinking. Oh, they want me back. They want me back. But see, I'm not going back. I'm not going back until I get ready to go back, until I get done doing what I want to do, and playing and, you know, doing whatever it is that they do. All of the, you know, how they want to wreck your lives. So knowing all of that, and knowing and understanding they have low self-esteem, zero self-worth, they don't love themselves, so they can't love you. So it's just it's a whole big game. I'm telling you, it's a sewage storm. That's literally what it is. Okay. These birds, they got a whole bunch of problems. And listen, they got 99 problems, and being faithful, honest, being faithful ain't one of them. Okay. And being honest is not one of them either. So here's the thing. When they understand that they can never come back to you, there is a few ways that they check to see if they're going to be able to hoover you. Okay. Number one thing they're going to do, they're going to try to do a heat check. Now, the way this looks, or what this looks like, is that sometimes they'll text you like they're talking to another person. If you haven't blocked them or blocked them on email or text or whatever, Sometimes they'll text you having a conversation or responding to a conversation that they were having with someone else. That's what they're pretending, okay? But the text was really meant for you to see if you were going to respond and say, oh, wrong person. Because if you respond and say, oh, wrong person, then they're like, oh, I still got a foothold. I still can talk to them. You know, I can still communicate. Or they'll text you and tell you something crazy like maybe they wanted to unalive themselves. God forbid. Maybe they wanted to different things. Somebody may have gotten ill in their family or whatever. And it could be a complete lie. Something about the children, anything just to be able to reach out and hope that you would respond to them. Now, when you don't, now this is how they're checking to see if they're going to be able to hoover you. Now, when they do this and they get no response, right? And then they sit back and try to calculate, okay, so what's going on? You know, why aren't they responding? So then they will send some of their flying monkeys out to try and talk to you. You know, whether it's family or mutual friends that you all used to have together, they'll send them out to see if they can engage in a conversation with you to see where your head is concerning the narcissist. But baby, let me tell you something. Listen, when you don't respond, okay, to the text messages, when you don't respond to the phone calls, because they'll call you back to back to back from burner numbers and all of that kind of crap. They'll do all of that to see if you're going to be frustrated, to see if you're going to respond or anything. And oh, let me say this too. Also too, they will go and start instigating a smear campaign. And they know that they're lying, but all they want is your attention. Okay. They'll tell some of the most hideous, outlandish lies on you, just to see if you're going to respond, you know, in kind, or reach out and say, why are you lying on me like that? Like, what are you doing? That is so crazy. You know that never happened. You know that I never said that. Okay. They got a response out of you. But baby, let me tell you something. When you just do not respond because you are just done. Okay, you are just so far past done that you have now entered the space of apathy. Okay, listen, that word right there is like kryptonite to a narcissist, because they're checking through, you know, means that they may have control over, the phone, the text, the email, or whatever. They're checking to see if they still have some type of emotional bond and tie with you. And you're not answering or you're not responding to that. And then they're trying to come through the kids, you shutting the kids down. You know, no, I don't want to deal with, no, I'm not going to have a conversation with you about that. Then with the flying monkeys and maybe extended family members or whatever is trying to contact, and you shut that down too. Baby, they already know what time it is. They know at that point that you have shut them down on every, and they know that you know that they're trying to get in touch with you at this point. They know that you are choosing at that point to ignore them, because you got to understand now, they're not stupid. You know, they do stupid stuff. Okay. And they are a special kind of crazy. But when it comes to that manipulation and trying to pull you back, now, when it comes to that, they can really play that game really well. But when it comes to other things and logical things, yeah, they are a special kind of stupid when it comes to that. But with trying to hoover you back and playing that game with you, oh, they manipulative. They know the game really well. But honey, when they realize that every place that they're trying to get to you, you're shutting it down, they know that you have entered that space of apathy. And that's like that kryptonite to them. What that does is it smashes that ego. Oh, because they don't want to ever think that they can't come back to you. They don't want to ever think that, because how's that going to make them look? In front of their family, friends, or whatever, it's going to make it look like they were the problem, right? If they can't come back, I mean, you're not responding to anything. That place of apathy, meaning I just don't care. See, a narcissist needs you to leave that emotional door open for them. And when you shut that bad boy down and you say no more, I'm not giving you any more of my emotions, which is your energy in motion. Listen, This is where if they have that new supply on deck, that new supply is catching hell all kinds of ways. Okay? Because a narcissist does not have, they have very poor coping skills. Okay? They don't know how to handle rejection, and they certainly don't know how to handle conflict or any of that. So the fact that you have entered that place of apathy, they need you to care. They need you to have some type of feeling towards them. I mean, my goodness, weren't they in the beginning, the most loving and kind person you had ever met? You know, how could you forget that after all of the horrible devalue and discard? You backwards walking giraffe. We are forgetting it. How about that? Okay, I'm telling you, this is how they think, family. And when you actually enter that space, they know it. They know that you have completely disconnected from them. And listen, that ego, because remember, you spiritual first before you flesh, before natural. That emotional bond and stronghold that they had with you, they can feel it. They know it's broken. They know that it's severed, that you are never coming back. And they know that. They can feel it. I'm telling you, some of them will testify and they'll tell you, I know when this person disconnected from me because it's spiritual. You know, all of that, the connection. I mean, it's not even a connection. It's just, it's all a spiritual warfare game that they like to play with our souls. That's what it is. But when they know that they can't come back, they can't wear that badge of that badge of honor of being able to re-idealize you and bring you back into their demonic web, it's not good for them. They tear that new supply up, and everybody that's closest to them is getting it. Okay. And some of y'all gonna testify that y'all heard about how the other ones were getting it. The people that's closest to the narcissist are having a horrible time because you have entered that space of no more. I will never allow them to come back. And when they understand that, it's bad. It's bad because that ego is so fragile. It doesn't take bruises very easily. Okay. And every time it does, it's looking for a way to revenge. But how can you get revenge when you can't even, you have no access to the person? You have no access. So just imagine in that time and space what's happening to them. Baby, let me tell you something. Your absence is doing a number on them. Yes, it is. The fact that you have decided not to care for that rhino with a bow. Okay. Look, and they over there with that new supply looking like the number 10, 11, and 12. I said it. Okay. Yes, this is bad. It's really bad. And you know what? It's all their fault because you never asked them to treat you that way. You know, this is just who they are. They can't help it. When people are inhabited by dark forces, this is what they do. But family, I'm going to tell you, they are going through it. They don't like it. It feels bad to them because they hate rejection. They hate rejection, and they hate the fact that they're not ever able to come back to you. That's a problem for them. But listen, don't you ever let them come back because they're never going to be anything different. They're going to be the same. They're not going to change. All right. So family, please take good care of yourselves. Do something really nice for yourselves.